hope that's right. Hey everybody, trying to do a close-up stream here for all of you, and I hope it's going now. I'm sitting here in the main kitten room with, this is Saint Bernard. He was purring, and I wanted you all to hear how much he was purring, but of course he stopped the minute that we started filming, probably because I ignored him for a minute. Let's see if he'll do it again. He's usually the biggest purrer. You just look at him and he just starts purring. I wanted you to get a chance to experience that, but I guess the moment's passed. Anyway, yeah, hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, good. I can see it's good when people start chatting. That's when I sort of start to get the idea that it is working, that the stream is actually working. Hang on, I brought this tripod to put the camera in, and I forgot to do it, but it's so I can hold it a little more comfortably, so we're going to do that. Not for any fancy goodbye waves or anything. Nobody's leaving today. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, so let's see. First off, you guys know we got the new mom cat, Crouton, and she's doing great. We'll go see her in just a minute. I just thought we would start here. So we'll definitely get a chance to see her. And actually, Yurt has been looking for somebody to play with all morning because he stayed the night in the bedroom with Custard, and Custard just wasn't entertaining enough for him. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Scotty here, who is the mom of these cats, these little kittens. We're going to take her to my office where she can stay by herself for a little while. And then we're going to let Yurt come in here. So there we go. I think she's having a bit of a slow morning herself. I think we both need a little coffee to get rolling today. There we go, big stretch. Okay, Scooty Beans. I also think that their dewormer, they got dewormed on Tuesday, and I think that that's still kind of working its way through for some of them. So let's take her over to the office like I was talking about real quick, and some of these guys are going to run out of the room, but hopefully Yurt, where are you, buddy? Yurty boy, come on, Yurt. Oh, I wish I could have just shown you all those kittens racing behind me while I was yelling for Yurt, but I missed all that. Sorry. Yurt? Come on, Yurt. Yurtle. All right, well, I'm sure he'll find his way up here in a minute. Hi, kids. Yurt. Yurt doesn't always respond very well to his name, but also he's probably all the way downstairs, like watching the birds at the cat tree or something now. He does respond very well when he thinks there's treats involved, so I'm guessing he probably just didn't hear me too well from wherever he's at. Why don't we go take a look real quick? What else have we got to do? We'll see how far these kids come in the meantime. There you are. Hi, Yurt. What did you say? You said what? Okay, well, why don't you come upstairs and tell me about it? Come on, buddy. He's always got such a proud tail. It's all sticking up and poofy and beautiful. Yeah. Come on, pal. I got you some friends to play with this morning. Come on, Yurt. There you go. Isn't that what you wanted? Oh, hey, I think I put your favorite toy in my pocket this morning, too. I don't know if it's his favorite, but he was trying to play with it on his own. Yurt. Come on, Yurt. Come on, kittens. Come on, let's have some fun over here for Yurt. Come on, Yurty. Here, you wanted this, didn't you? Come on, come get it. It's a hex bug. Ooh, with a fresh battery. That thing is zooming. Wow. They were all playing with it a little bit yesterday, and then I brought it into Yurt in the bedroom, and he got a chance to play with it. And then this morning, it was turned off, and he found it, and he still wanted to play with it, so I thought I would bring it in here. No, Yurt doesn't have any kind of a hearing impairment because that little kissy noise that I make, that I would make for his family to indicate that there were treats coming or breakfast coming, he responds to very well. And so did the rest of his family, probably still do. So he can definitely hear. So that's a Hexbug Nano, and they do make very good cat toys if you have a hardwood floor. They don't work on carpeting at all, but I do recommend them if you have hard floors. And I like to keep them in a confined space. That's why I usually put them in the middle of one of these ball tracks, so they don't go too far until the kittens start picking them up or throwing them around. With the other kind of ball track, they actually can go in the track, and it works out pretty well. This one I don't think it will, because there's, well, I guess it's going a little bit for now. I think they'll get caught in those little spines eventually, though. Oh, okay. Okay, here, let's put this back out there. Okay. Look, it's over here now. Today's Thursday, I think, and I was just thinking about the fact that the first of these kittens are going to go to their new homes. They're going to get picked up next Friday, so not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, which sounds really soon because you're like, they haven't even been spayed and neutered yet. They haven't had their graduations yet. How can they possibly be going home next Friday? But that's the boys, because they will get their spays and neuters on Tuesday next week, and the boys would be ready to go home probably as soon as Wednesday. But there's only one group that is the boys getting picked up, and they will be picked up on Friday of next week. So they'll be the first ones to go home, and then nobody else is going to go home for at least another week after that, because the girls need 10 days to be ready. And I think all the other adoptions are happening with a girl. I can't remember the exact pairings, but that's the way it is in my head. I'm even having trouble remembering which pair of the boys. It's Jack and Base, right? So, wow, Jack and Base are both going on Friday. That's going to be a tough one for me. I love all these kids so much. And I'm sure I say that for every class. These guys have just really been special, though. And I'll tell you, speaking of how special these guys are, it has been so nice to see Yurt really come around. And you know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's probably true in some sense. But he really is shaking off that origin, you know, coming from not having been socialized enough as a very small kitten, and having his mom who's kind of spooky about stuff. And he is just a whole other kind of cat. So I like that. He's going to do great. He's getting adopted, you know, with B. That's B there. And we try to bring them together as often as we can. Truth is, they don't pick each other as their first choices for play dates most of the time, but they do play together, and we've been putting them together as much as we can. But when Yurt is left in here with all of the kittens for a long time, and he wants to settle down, he usually goes to Mom's spot at the top of the climbing wall right there. And so does B, and I usually find them snuggled up together at the top of the climbing wall, just the two of them. So that gives me some really good feelings about Yurt and B getting adopted together. I'm sure they'll play with each other, you know, when they're the only option, but it's good to know that they choose to snuggle together too, when they could go just anywhere they wanted. So how cool is that? They're gonna do fine. That's Jack, by the way. Jack, one of the first that's gonna go, like I said, Jack. And Bass or Bassett is the other one that's going to go with Jack. They're going to be brothers. I mean, they are brothers. They're going to continue to be brothers living together, I guess, is what I meant. So let's see, that's Pug. I'm getting very good at telling Pug from Saint just by looking, because Saint is like just so much floofier and bigger. Okay, Pug. Snug as a pug on a rug. Oh, look, you can see his tabby sort of circle in the light there, can't you? Just a little bit. It's real faint, but he's got that classic tabby swirl on his side. Do you see it like a bullseye? With the, whoop, oh, he got up. Yeah. All right. They're all kind of following me around now, but I was hoping to find Bass. Oh, who's got to be in here causing trouble on DJ's desk. Buddy, what What are you doing up there? And you're eating crumbs. It's the same food you have in your office. B. Okay. Well, now they're playing in front of the litter box. That's little Bassett right there, though, playing with Yurt. One thing that I've noticed, no, I can't even take credit for it. I've got to say DJ's noticed about Bass is that he's always kind of the odd man out. He likes to do his own thing. If one of the kids is off playing, or rather, if all the kids are playing, he's usually still off playing on his own. And when everybody else is in the group, or he likes to find a little toy and just play with a toy instead of play with his brothers and sisters. And so he's kind of a self-starter that way. I wouldn't call him an introvert because you can see he gets out. He was just sort of playing with Yurt a little bit. He just kind of prefers to play with his toys rather than play with people. I should say rather than play with the other kittens. He does fine with people. Oh, where is he? Now I lost him. Okay, well, there he is. B, that matches your collar pretty well. It's a donut. As you can see, it's an iced donut. But it's a ball track. What are you looking at, Basie? So that's, again, Yurt and B these two are gonna be adopted together, even though they're from different classes, Yurt and B. And then we have Jack and Bass, who are gonna be adopted together. They're from the same class, and they're getting adopted next Friday, not tomorrow, a week from then. Well, why don't we go see our new mom cat, Crouton, for a minute? We can talk about what she's doing, how she's doing. Sorry, I'm having my coffee. Oh, that looks like, oh boy, I just said I can usually tell them apart by looking. Yeah, okay, thought same. I had to see the collar to be sure that time, though. All right. Oh, hi, Pom. Pom is still a little scaredy kitten about almost everything. Oh, I don't know if you guys have heard me whistle or saw me whistling around the kittens. You know I like to whistle a lot. And the first time I whistled around this class, the entire class just scattered. They all went into hiding mode. Just any kind of whistle. Like I can be whistling a tune, I can just whistle one note. You know, I can do a little wolf whistle, just nothing. A quiet whistle, doesn't matter how quiet it is. Any sort of whistle noise I make, the entire class would just scatter and hide. So I worked on them just a little bit with some treats. I'd get out the treats and start feeding them the treats while I was whistling, and that worked really well for most of them. The guys are very fast learners. They're like, oh, the whistle's no threat, and sometimes it means treats. That's great, except Pom. Pom is the big scaredy kitten in this class. You can almost tell from her eyes. She's got the Ari eyes. They're always huge, big Ari eyes, you know, like she's just seen a ghost. She is definitely the scaredy kitten in the class, and she will not put up with it no matter what I do. And she gets that way all the time about a lot of things, not just the whistling, but no matter what I do. If I make any kind of whistling noise, she is going to scatter. I mean, just run and hide and not want to come out. So she does that, like I said, for a lot of things too. She's the one that is definitely going to be the first to hide and timid, very timid that way. Where'd you go? Okay, well, let's go on in here and see Crouton. Hi, Crouton. So this is our new mom cat, Crouton. I know. These birds are so convincing. I almost want to put them away because they look, when you just see them, they're like that. They're like Lost and Found, the stuffed cat that we have. They're just out of the corner of your eye, it always looks real. And it's just laying there. I'm like, that's a little disturbing. Anyway, so this is Crouton. She is the new mom cat that came to us from West Virginia just the other day. And she is a sweetheart. Now, she's speaking of being a little bit timid. She is a little bit timid. You're not going to see that now because she's really coming out of her shell. But the first day, all she wanted to do was hide. And then every day since, she's been getting a little bit better about it to the point where now she just likes to lay over in the corner most of the time, not hiding at all. And you might notice on the regular stream, we put up some little Post-it notes, not to mean anything, just because that corner was so plain. But she just likes a plain floor. So if I put down a rug or anything, she's not going to use it anymore. And I thought some Post-it notes would be a way to just add a little bit of, something there without disturbing her. So anyway, Crouton here, we don't know exactly how old she is, but I can tell you from having examined her myself, I would suspect less than 2 years, but older than, 6 months, because this is not going to be her first litter. I can tell from sort of looking at her and from the way she is. Kittens can have their first litter figure around, 6 months, if they get started as early as possible. Kittens their litters take about 2 months to develop, plus, a bit of time where they're nursing and real active with the kittens and not making new ones right away. So put all that together, I'd put her at probably, just a bit over a year old, maybe a little closer to 2, but probably not more than that. She's very tiny. I know it's hard to tell scale when you're watching on the internet. Her head is a very small head. And then right now she's got this giant body, but I suspect that when she is all said and done, she's probably going to be, 6.5 pound cat maybe. So I'm definitely on the small side compared to like our smallest is Ari, and he weighs closer to 9 pounds. And that's the size of Scotty, who we just saw. Scotty, who we just put in the office across the hall, is kind of a big cat. For a mom, she's almost 9 pounds herself right now. Where this one is 9 pounds this morning, and that's entirely because of her pregnancy. When she came to us, she was 8.5 pounds, and she's gained 0.5 pound since she got here Saturday night. So that's good news too. She's growing real fast, and her kittens are growing real fast, and her kittens are very active too. They've been kicking. You can see them. She lays right in front of that camera all day long. And you can just see her little belly twitching and punching and little, bumps moving around. And, those kittens are super hyperactive in there, which bodes well for them being super hyperactive after they are born as well. So pretty excited about that. So yeah, what Magdalena said. Yep, Scotty and Crouton now, to be fair, I think Crouton now outweighs Scotty by just a little bit. But they're very similar in weight, even though Crouton is such a smaller cat. And that is, like I said, all because of this. And I was doing some math in my head this morning before we started the close-up, and I realized, so she's gained about 0.5 pound in the amount of time since she's been here Saturday night. And if you think about how we expect kittens to gain weight once they're nursing, we expect kittens to gain between 1/4 and 1/2 ounce. I know I'm using English measurements because we're from the United States, and it's confusing even to me. Believe me, these are not measurements that all make sense, but I'll explain. So she's gained 1/2 pound since she got here on Saturday. We expect kittens, once they're, this is obviously a whole different story once they're born and nursing, but we expect them to gain between 1/4 and 1/2 ounce a day. So if you're thinking in those terms, she's gained about 8 ounces. And I guess if you're doing some real napkin math, say she's been here for 4 days, that's 2 ounces a day. Being generous, saying that they're gaining the full half. We're looking at, 8 kittens, 4 to 8 kittens, maybe something like that. Just like I said, again, it's real back of the napkin, rough numbers, meaningless probably. But I would say 4 to 8 kittens is a pretty good guess, and I'd guess probably closer to the 4 side though. Anyway, that's just running numbers to see if we can guess. But we do have a vet appointment for her on, I believe it's next Monday. And when we go to that, if she's not already delivered her kittens by then, which is possible, when we go to the vet then on Monday, we will get an x-ray and we'll find out exactly how many kittens she really does have. And that's just, that was just, like I said, numbers to try to make a guess, but I can't actually feel her individual kittens too well yet. Her abdominal wall is just too taut, and I don't really feel the kitten lumps behind it. Let's see, I'm feeling now. So usually I can feel it, like the day or two before delivery, at least I can feel the individual kittens real well, and I'm not feeling the individual kittens too well myself here. So, yeah, who knows? She could deliver anytime. She could deliver tomorrow, she could deliver today. I doubt it. I really doubt it. Or, it could be another week. I feel like we're probably closer to the other week than today or tomorrow. I feel like she's still got a little bit of work to do on these kids. Anyway, she is a sweetheart, as you can see. I've been talking so much technical about her delivery. I haven't told you what we've learned about her personality, which is just, as you can see, she just loves to be paid attention to and to be petted. And she also drools a lot when she's happy. She's fortunately not doing it right now, but she drools more than anybody. Ari drools when you pet him when he's happy, and Logan drools a little bit when you pet him and he's happy. So a lot of cats do it. But she takes it to an extreme where there'll be like drool just hanging down, dangly like the Rancor monster from the Star Wars. It's a lot actually, but it's cute. You can tell that she really, really is happy, and that's sweet. And I don't mind. I'd like to get you guys an angle that really shows how big her belly is, but it's hard to do because this camera makes everything look a little off. Oh, I guess that's a pretty good one right there. Look at that. You can see how much taller it is than the rest of her body, even laying on her side. If you pay attention when she's walking around too, her back feet tend to point out, almost straight out, and that's another sign that she's super pregnant. So, yes, Myth level drooling. Yeah, I think she actually, well, I don't know. She and Myth could go head to head because Myth's drool never really hung out in streamers. She just dripped and drooled a lot, like Ari, where this girl gets some serious drool hanging on, I guess, like Rick from Rick and Morty. She's got that Rick style drool. Where'd she go? Oh. Tricking me. Okay, sorry about that. So it's so sweet though. She's just, like I said, total sweetheart. She loves her belly rubs. She doesn't mind you picking her up and snuggling her and cuddling. And every day, like I said, she's getting way more confident. So I don't think that she's going to turn out to be a very shy. Oh, hi. Hi, Bee. Bee, by the way, you can see her little face still in the corner. Bee follows me around, and whenever I'm out of sight, she starts yelling for me. I guess she's not doing it right now because she's so distracted by her brothers and sisters. But now she's yelling. I don't know. Did you hear that? When we're in the bedroom, if I leave the bedroom for 10 seconds, she'll be on the bed hanging out, and completely relaxed. I leave the bedroom for 10 seconds, and she's at the door yelling for me to come back. That's Bee. It's so cute. Anyway, the other thing about Crouton is that Crouton is extremely friendly with other cats. We have not yet let her have a proper introduction to anybody because we wanted to get a better feel for how she was doing and that she doesn't have fleas and, all that kind of stuff before we consider introductions. And it's very, very rare for us to do mom cat introductions before they've delivered their kittens. But she seems like she would be real amenable to it. She seems like she likes other cats a lot, that she's comfortable around other cats, and that she would like to go out there and meet them. She often indicates that she would like to go out there and meet them and be friendly with them. She hasn't shown the slightest bit of aggression about any other cat, even Maggie that comes over here and is intimidating. Now, because of that, I'm not letting her see Scotty. I don't think they're ever going to see each other because I don't want Scotty to be her first bad experience. And Scotty's very angry about other cats around her kittens, so it would all be on Scotty. So we're not going to do that, but I think once we get the sort of feeling that everything is okay with her health-wise for sure, and it seems like it is, we'll probably get a chance to introduce her to at least the faculty. Maybe not these guys. We wouldn't want them to catch a cold or something from her, even if it's no big deal, right before they have to get their surgeries and their adoption. That would throw off the entire schedule, and that would be bad. So we don't want that. But we might get a chance to let her meet the faculty. We'll see. Wouldn't happen today, though, I can tell you that. Like I said, we've got to make sure that she's cleared, and that DJ's like, okay, she's probably all right now. But she's just so friendly with everybody. And you can tell from the way that she looks at them at the door, like she's doing right now even, like she's fine with everybody all the time. She doesn't mind the kittens, she doesn't mind the adults. And the other day, Bee was yelling for me like Bee does, and I think that Crouton wanted to go check on Bee and see what she was yelling about, like wanted to make sure she was okay. So she's got some mom cat instincts, but mostly just real sociable cat. And I think she'll get along with everybody. All right, well, that's, I guess, it for her. I brought that one of the butterfly toys in here for her yesterday, and she couldn't quite figure it out. She really liked playing with it, but mostly when it was turned off and not moving on its own. And then when I started it moving on its own, she was like, I don't really get it. It's more fun when it's not moving, which was cute. I got out the laser for her yesterday, and she chased that for a minute, so she likes the laser too. Most of the other toys, she runs after them, but she's not real good at playing with them once she runs after them. Like if I throw one of these balls, she'll probably chase it and then sniff it and then just leave it, not know what to do. Let's try it, see if she makes me a liar. I'm just going to pick one at random. You ready to play? Are you still in petting mode? Let's find out. Here. Ready? There it goes. Yeah. So you can tell she's interested in playing. There you go. Like I said, she's going to chase it, but then she'll just sniff it and sort of leave it because she doesn't know what to do next. And that sort of seems to be her pattern with her toys. Some of them, I have seen her bat them around just a tiny bit, but not a lot. Yes, now Scotty, Scotty fetches. Scotty is crazy about fetching. She is insistent and will do it all day long. She makes Logan look like a slacker, and he loves to play fetch. Scotty's just crazy about playing fetch and playing with her toys, and just a crazy play thing. In fact, I got to find a way to probably put Yurt and the faculty away so Scotty can come out and play and run around the house for a while. But everybody else has to be put away except for her own kittens because, like I said, she's still in super mom mode and won't really put up with anybody else being around. Yeah, AstroCat, you're right, that she may be more playful and maybe we'll see more of that when she's not super pregnant. On the other hand, most mom cats like Scotty that are real playful, that, even super pregnant, they still want to run around and play. Scotty would wear herself out panting just days before she delivered her kittens, running around and chasing stuff. Where she's got a different kind of personality, Scotty's the one that's like super hyper play and super hyper crazy, protective mom cat, trying to protect her babies from everything and everyone. And it seems like Crouton here is just a little bit more timid and a lot more mellow. And loves to be pet and drool. Yes, we know. We know. Look at her beautiful face, too. Look at those eyes. So pretty. Here, look up here. So pretty. She looks a lot like Rue, I think. Or, who else am I thinking of? Rue or, it's not working for me. Anyway. Yeah, no, I get the dates. I don't see the whole conversation, but I see people asking, when's she going to deliver in the chat, and we don't know, and I get it wrong all the time. In fact, I think it was with Scotty, it was like, oh, it's going to be a few days, and then she delivers her kittens. So it's real easy to get it wrong, and every time I try to learn a little bit to try to get better for the next one, but it's tricky. So really what I'm going on here is the fact that she's definitely not producing milk yet, and it doesn't look like she's going to start right away. So I think that's going to be a few days before she's even making milk. Of course, that doesn't always mean anything. Some of them don't start until after the kittens are born, really. Let's see, I'm going on that, and I'm going on the fact that I can't feel the kittens. Now the kittens, like I said, they're active. I can feel them when they're kicking and stuff. That's very clear. But when you get close to delivery, you can usually just push on her like this and feel the little lumps that are each kitten in their little amniotic sac. And I can't right now feel anything that's real specific, just, I can't feel the individual kitten lumps, I guess, like you would expect to. So that also makes me think not quite yet. But again, I've been surprised lots of times. So if she delivers today, I'll be like, all right, I was wrong. And if she delivers next week, I'll be like, all right. I guess I wouldn't have to say I was wrong, but, I just don't know. So the important thing, though, for everybody that would be concerned is that obviously we're watching her all day long, and you guys are watching her all day long. So if she starts unexpectedly, we're always ready. We're always here. And we'll help her out as much as she needs. And to be honest, most mom cats don't need a whole lot of help from us. It's the ones that do that make us so glad that we're always here for it. You know what I mean? So, if most of them don't need help, but one of them really does, then it pays off being there for all of them. So we'll see about that. You got to be ready. That's the point. And we are. Okay, sweetheart, why don't you eat? I'm going to go back out. We're going to look at some kittens, and then we're going to wrap it up. Oh, yeah, thanks, AstroCAD, yesterday was the 6 years of our live stream. Probably 7 years of Kitten Academy, because we started about a year before we started the live stream. We started fostering. So 6 years of 24-hour-a-day live streaming from our house on the internet. It's crazy when you just say it like that, isn't it? But here we are. That was yesterday. 6 years. Oh, that's dirty. Okay, I gotta try to clean that up. There's gotta be an easy way to scrub things like this that have so much. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, that was Jack. He just ran up on. Did you hear him making his little cute play noises? The little guinea pig noises. Well, what happened, Jack? Jack's like, I don't know what that kid's on about. Whatever, Jack. You're the most active one most of the time. You and your mom feeling a little tired this morning? Were you up all morning playing? Well, I think this is as good a place as any to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I heard. Thank you guys so much for joining us here for this little close-up. I hope it was good, and we'll try to do better. I know I've complained back and forth. It's always technical stuff that's going on that's making things a little difficult for us, and we're trying to work through it all and get things sorted out. And at some point, I hope to be able to be like, all right, finally it works, and we're just not going to touch anything. But that's going to be a ways off. Until then, we're doing our best. You think 6 years in, it would be a solved problem already, but it's just not the case. All right, if you want to keep watching, just tune into the Kitten Academy live stream. It is on 24 hours a day for 6 years and going. And it looks a lot like that. That's me, I guess. Hi, that's me right there. Wow, look at that. Okay. So that's what it looks like. It's on YouTube, the Kitten Academy live stream. Check it out. You can watch these kids all the time from all the cameras that are just sitting around, and every now and then also from my phone camera, which connects to it too. Otherwise, we'll see you whenever our next close-up is, or for mailbag. Every Saturday around 10 o'clock in the morning, we do mailbag. with the kittens, and that's a good time to tune into the regular stream too. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If I don't talk to you again before the weekend, I hope you have a real good one. And yeah, and I guess that's it. We'll talk to you all next time. Okay? Okay. Say goodbye, Yurt. Oh, pretty boy. Look how pretty those eyes are. So much of his mom and him. Yeah, okay, buddy.